Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Navy Midshipmen. Go Navy! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's caught downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The offense starts with a short field. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On first down, here comes this offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. On the move to 30. Navy quick to the line. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to fire to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Navy will have it with a first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Got his man.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is a career game for this linebacker. You don't see a lot of linebackers get 2 picks in a game, but this guy's done it. He's done an outstanding job in zone coverage and in man, and he's showing his coaching staff he's got pretty good.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Man, when you get opportunities down on the 1-yard line, you've got to capitalize. You cannot allow negative plays like that, though, David.
I think offenses want to be balanced and be able to take advantage of things, but, man, just be the more physical team, pound it downhill, and get a touchdown.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Jordan. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Navy!
see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Bounced off his feet. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine three-point. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack.
Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Forced out of the pocket. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here comes the option. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Shoots it to the left. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Coming after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Navy 27, Auburn 15.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Now improvising. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Getting some heat. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room.
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
And I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
He's looking deep. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Trying to bully their way in. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here, down 1 possession late in the 4th. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He's back to throw on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Jordan. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. First down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
That's reeled in. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the backfield.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Throwing right. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. That one comes out hot down the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the...
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Navy Midshipmen. Go Navy!
Let's go.
Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Trying to set the tone with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Navy quick to the line. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. Caught behind the line. It's London. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll throw one to his right. And that pass intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Quarterback adapted. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This is a third and long. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Got him downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to throw on second down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Here comes the two-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Auburn 13, Navy 7.
A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking for his man in the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, midshipman.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Complete downfield. And he's knocked down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
At the 40-yard line. Second down.
Looking to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it.
And he's got it at the tag. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw it again. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Stumbled to the ground. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They're testing the right side here. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed on the outside, it's Jordan. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Navy 18, Auburn 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. A third and long coming up here. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Now rolling to the left. Fires on the move. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out now. You got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's loose at the 15. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the big fullback. And the Tigers get it past the sticks.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Finds his tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a gap, it's Jordan. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
All right, offense, it's your turn. We got to get something together here. You got to get 2 scores, so they got to work fast. Defense, we just did our job. We just got you the ball back. I know there's still a long way to go, but got to make something happen really quickly.
On the run, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Hard running there. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Offense with jumbo personnel. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The toss to the outside.